Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Salutations, boys and girls, and welcome to another incredible episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. Episode number 411, the start of year number 8. So clearly year 7 was enough for Ma Hinshaw because she is not with us tonight. And that is not the spiritual sense. She's still alive, I think. She was really worried that she was going to die. But my mother had to have a tooth pulled today because she broke half of it, and she was freaking out and thought she was going to die of being put under and all this other stuff. She's always thinking she's going to die. I guess when you get to almost 83 years old, that's just what you think about, is you're just going to fucking die all the time. I hope not, but I think my mom's going to live to be 183, and she fucking better, because I need her. So anyways, it's just me and my good buddy, my best friend in the world. He is wearing pants. Thank God. Mysterious Michael Talent.
Hey, everybody. Man, 411. We are just, the episodes are flying by.
Well, and we've actually toned it down quite a bit. We only do 1 a week now instead of 2 a week. At one point, we did 3 a week. Now we're just down to 1, and both of us have a hard enough time doing just that. Well, okay. I have enough time, even with moving and all the bullshit that I'm doing. Mike doesn't have any time because, you know, he's popular and people like him. I don't have a life and nobody likes me. So I have plenty of time to do the podcast.
Yeah. You have tons of time.
Yep.
Well, anyway, you work all the time too, man. You just work in different ways, I think.
I just work it in different ways. I like that.
You work like at night and you know, odd hours if you have to. And, you know, it's just different. You just have a different work schedule.
Yeah, I literally work all the time is what it is, Mike. All the time.
Yeah. Now, only if you could get paid all the time.
That would be nice. Yeah, I'd be okay with that instead of getting screwed constantly. I feel like I get screwed more than I get paid, and not screwed in the good way. That would be nice. I'd be okay with that. I mean, that'd be nice, but nope. So anyways, all right, well, we will stop talking about life, but I'm here. Mike Talent is here. One last thing. The Junipers and Prescott decided to crap out their pollen starting today. In February of all fucking times. It's about 2 months too early. And so my allergies are kicking my ass. I look like I'm stoned and I'm sniffly and I'm sneezing and it's basically hell. So sorry, all of you get to deal with that for the next half hour to 45 minutes. Depends how long we talk about this new film that is in the MCU, not related to the MCU. Mysterious Mike Talent, why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're talking about?
All right, so today we're reviewing Captain America: Brave New World. This movie is directed by Julius Ono, written by Robert Edwards, Malcolm Spellman, Dallin Musum, Jonas Ono, Peter Glanz, Joe Simon, and based on Jack Kirby's Captain America. This is starring Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford, Danny Ramirez, Shara Haas, Carl Lumbly, and Tim Blake Nelson, and Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, finds himself in the middle of an international incident and must discover the motive behind a nefarious global plan.
Well, all right, Mike.
All right.
So, I want to do this.
Okay.
Before we start our review of Captain America: Brave New World, you know, I like to change it up whenever we do our giveaways, what time I do it in the podcast, so people just don't fast forward and jump around and whatever. But so I'm going to do the giveaway right off the bat. And,
dude. Whoa.
So our friends over at Sony Pictures Home Entertainment this week, not our usual giveaway people, which is perfectly fine with me, but for some reason, people think we're doing a good job and they keep giving us things to give away. And now, Mike, this is a movie that you and I both watched in the theaters along with Ma Hinshaw, and we reviewed. And guess how long ago we reviewed this?
I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
Pretty close. Not even a month. We are giving away copies of One of Them Days.
Oh yeah, no, we did watch that. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. It was actually kind of fun.
Oh no, it's a lot of fun. It was a great comedy, a good old fashioned rated R, raunchy, dark, kind of slapsticky comedy in a lot of ways, and takes place in L.A. And it's kind of like I don't want to. I use this term in the pod, but I'll use it here again. Kind of like the female like Friday, in a way.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it had likenings to Friday, like I think you said in the pod as well.
Yeah, a lot of the same humor and elements, and place that it took place and stuff like that. But completely different movie. I think this one had a lot more heart in it than Friday. I think Friday was a little bit more of a comedy. Just overall kind of comedy, like slapsticky kind of. This one I think had some heart, which was nice, which is what made it more memorable.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot more to the characters than I thought. It was a fun movie. I was surprised.
So, all right, Mike. Well, I want you to sit here and think over the next 30 seconds it takes me to do our read and decide what our wonderful listeners need to do to be entered into a drawing for a free digital download code of One of Them Days. So, Mike, think real hard. I expect big things from you, sir. And here comes the business. One of Them Days is certified fresh and verified hot on Rotten Tomatoes and now available in theaters and on digital. Keke Palmer and SZA star as best friends and roommates Drew and Alyssa, who find themselves in a comical race against the clock after Alyssa's boyfriend blows their rent money. With eviction looming, they'll do whatever it takes to stay afloat and keep their friendship intact. Don't miss One of Them Days. It is from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. It is out on digital now, and it is rated R. Okay, Mike, did you figure out what you want our wonderful listeners to do to be entered into a drawing to win a free digital download code for this film?
All right. This is a little bit of a stretch, Matt, but I did come up with something. It's a stretch. But in the movie, one of the prized possessions that they were trying to sell to make some money is some authentic Air Jordans. Why don't we have the listeners just tell us how much they've paid for a pair of shoes? Like, what's the most expensive shoes they've paid for?
The most expensive pair of shoes. Now, do they have to tell us what kind of shoes, what brand, or just what style or what type or what? Like,
I don't know. You want to go with athletics or like I don't know, because Jordans are like basketball shoes or like, yeah, I guess they're just basketball shoes. So I don't know. Athletic type shoes.
Just tell us your brand and tell us the amount you paid. So I'm envisioning, Mike, you remember those shoes from 40-Year-Old Virgin with the live fish in the heels? I imagine you owning a set of those.
Yes, no, absolutely, yeah. No, I think, dude, my most expensive pair was like maybe those Shaqs that I got or whatever. Those like I had those Reebok Shaq shoes that had like the pump or something.
Yeah, I know.
In them.
I had the same shoes, and I don't remember which one of us got them first. But we were like, no, we're not going to get Jordans. Jordans suck. Shaq's the new man, and we got these Shaqs that they were not only just pumps; they were pumps that were activated with a CO2 cartridge.
That is correct. Yeah, no, it was pretty ridiculous, and I remember it wasn't actually that great. So I don't think I liked mine that much.
They were huge, like they were physically huge, like they were much bigger than like high tops. Like they came halfway up my freaking calf.
Yeah, but they made it in your size, right, Matt? That's important.
I wasn't a freak yet, so yeah.
Yeah, but Shaq's a big dude, so they got to make the shoes in a big size.
They do, yeah. And nowadays with the internet, fuck, I have no problem finding shoes now. I just order them. If I don't like them, I ship them back to Amazon. It's great.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So it's not as bad as it used to be, huh?
No, not at all. It's fantastic. The internet is a wonderful thing. It's, I say it all the time. It's one of mankind's greatest inventions, and it's going to be our downfall. I fucking guarantee it.
The cause of and solution to all my problems.
Pretty
the
much.
internet.
Pretty much. So, I still use the pump to this day, though, Mike.
What?
Yeah.
What do you use it for?
So I have my motorcycle helmet that I wear is really nice and fancy and carbon fiber and, all this shit. It's a Scorpion. And I made sure to get one that was really light because, your neck and all that shit. And I have a giant dome as it is to begin with. So imagine the size of helmet and the cost. It was fucking stupid. But it has a pump in it underneath the chin area where you pump it to expand the air in the padding so it snugs up against your cheeks so the helmet doesn't move.
Nice, dude.
And no, it does not make me jump higher.
Oh, well, I was definitely going there, but all right, there you go.
So, all right, Mike, well, let's continue on our shenanigans past the Reebok pump. Captain America Brave New World, the first Marvel Cinematic Universe film of 2025. I figure this will probably be a fairly short podcast just with the two of us. We don't need to go too crazy into it. We'll just give our opinions and go from there. But I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think Captain America Brave New World was as bad as the critics and everyone says it is. Before the film came out on Thursday, people were just tearing it apart and slamming it. And, the critics are the critics and they are who they are and what they do. And that's how they make their money. And you and I really don't agree with the critics very often. I'm not going to say it was a great Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, but I don't think it was a terrible one. I thought it was just okay. The best part of the whole film was obviously Harrison Ford. Han Solo and the Marvel Universe. Yes. And thank you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's getting panned by the critics. This seems to be kind of a theme here where we're just like, it's not that like this was a great movie or this wasn't bad. Like, I don't know why this is getting panned. It was a Marvel movie. I had a good time watching it. Was it the best? No. Was it the worst? Absolutely not. It was a good, it's an action movie and you really don't even have to know anything about Marvel or anything what's going on to follow the movie. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff that would make a little bit more sense if you did, but you don't need to know. Like, you could just watch this without seeing any other Marvel movie. Now, I don't know how you do that since this is the 35th or something movie?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think this is the 35th Marvel movie, dude. 35. That's crazy. But
yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. And
anyway, yeah, but it was, I thought it was entertaining. I thought the story was actually better than, like, they kind of cut the trailer together and I was like, what is this? It's going to be just some dumb, but the story was actually better than I thought it was going to be. And I liked seeing some of the, I don't know, I guess struggles that heroes like have to deal with, kind of like, so they kind of talked about some of that stuff a little bit more. Like, it was more realish, I guess.
And that's one of those things that Marvel has always been very, very well known for. Marvel is very much about the characters and the characters being in the real world versus DC. And you can tell that in basically, if you read the comics at all, or even just pay attention to the films, Spider-Man takes place in New York. Superman takes place in a place called Metropolis. Batman takes place in Gotham City. Everything in the Marvel universe is our world, and that's how they wrote it. And so they try to make it a lot more grounded. Yes, they are still superheroes and supervillains and doing all these incredible, crazy things, but they really try and make it a little bit more grounded and make the characters more human than not. Like, Superman is not a human. Like, he's an alien. He tries to be a human, which that's very unique about that character. But Batman, they make him almost inhuman. Like, the amount of battery and, pain and everything he takes. And he's just a normal dude whose superpower is money.
Yeah. I want that superpower. When are we getting that one?
Yeah, I want that one too. Elon Musk, where the hell's your bat cave?
He just found it, man. It's called Iron Mountain, and he's working on clearing it out.
Yeah, with Doge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the Doge coin skyrocketed when he created this new group called Doge?
I think it did. I don't know what it's at now, but yeah, I think it did.
I think they're probably tied together. But anyways, so I'm not going to go off too much about the Marvel universe and the comic book world and all that stuff, because I think you have a very good point, Mike, that this is a decent standalone film. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more out of it if you've watched all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies up to this point, especially one of the, in my opinion, worst Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, the Celestials, not Celestials. I called it the Celestials the other freaking day when I was talking shop at the comic book shop. It's not Celestials, the Eternals. Damn it.
Oh,
it has a Celestial in it.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the Eternals. I thought that movie was just god awful. If it was not a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie and was not steeped in so much lore, especially Jack Kirby's infamous characters, the Eternals, and it was just a normal movie, it probably would have been a lot better, just like a sci-fi movie, but it was not the Eternals I wanted to see on screen. But anyways, that movie was crap. But it's kind of wild how this movie ties so much to it. Now, I'll try not to talk about that too much yet, because that's a spoiler section thing, and we're not close to that yet. But one thing that I do want to get your take on, Mike, before we get into the spoiler section and before you ask me what I'm drinking and all that fun stuff. And this is in the trailer, so I can spoil it. It's not really spoiling because it's in the trailer. Red Hulk. Red Hulk is on the posters. Red Hulk is in the trailers. Red Hulk, Red Hulk, Red Hulk, Red Hulk. Do you really think that they needed to push Red Hulk before the film came out so people knew he was in here to drive numbers to the theater? Or do you think it would have been a better film if they would have left it alone and let it be a surprise when he popped up in the film?
It's hard to say, Matt. I mean, obviously they chose the way they chose. I would have personally liked to have not seen the Red Hulk until it made his experience, his reveal on the screen. But I get it from a marketing standpoint. If someone was like, "Hey, I think this will help sell some tickets," it's like, all right. I mean, it was number one over the box office. I think over the normal 3-day weekend, I think it made 88 million domestically, and they were thinking it was going to make 100 by today, with this being President's Day weekend. But I'm not sure if it did or not. So,
well, I know they were saying it made 192 million worldwide, I think, up to Sunday night.
Yeah. So,
which is great, because that means they're in the black.
Yeah, I think they were thinking it cost like 200 or 180 or something to make.
No, I heard 180 is what it cost.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're in the black.
Which a Marvel movie hasn't done for a while, other than Deadpool and Wolverine.
So that's good. It was fun seeing Harrison Ford on screen, but what do you think of that mustache, dude?
Oh, it was awful. Thank God it wasn't in there very long. They shaved that shit off quick. But that's the character. That's the character.
Yeah.
General Thaddeus Ross in the comic book has a big stinking honking mustache.
Gotcha. Yeah. I guess without getting into any spoilers or anything, there was I really enjoyed his Harrison Ford's head of security person. I thought she did a good job. I thought that was fun. Anyway. So,
yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a minute, because I.
All right.
I don't want to spoil what she is.
All right, so here we go. Matt, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Well, Mike, thanks for asking. I am drinking Nothing crazy. I have a few of these left in the fridge. I'm drinking another Big Blue Van.
All right. Well, Matt, I'm not drinking an IPA today.
Oh, yeah. Well, because you're out. What was on sale at Aldi last week? Because that's what you're still drinking, I'm sure.
No. We went out, and so I got myself a to-go margarita.
Oh, it's Margarita Monday.
Yeah.
For Mysterious Mike Talent. FYI, we're recording on Monday.
Yeah. So, Margarita Monday. Anyway, so that was fun.
You know, Ma Hinshaw participates in Margarita Monday in a little Mexican joint down in the old hood of Sierra Vista. Mr. Gyro. Not Mr. Gyro. What is it called? It's
La
just
Casita?
called Gyros. I don't know. I don't remember. Gyros Mexican or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the... I'm trying to remember what was there. It was Sears.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is now.
Oh,
that's
I
what
know
it is
where
now.
your
It's a
place...
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, okay. I think I know which place you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, next to Blockbuster.
Yeah. I'd have to look it up on the Google Maps. Anyway, I'm fine.
Pretty sure it's Heroes Mexican Food or Gyro's Mexican Food or something like that. But anyways, regardless, doesn't matter. Ma Hinshaw, we miss you. Let the Novocaine and the painkillers go away, and hopefully next week you'll be back chatting with us if we can get this stupid Zoom thing figured out, which I need to touch on. But before we do that, Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. This has nothing to do with the movie, so I think you'll like it just great. When does a female deer need money?
When it's out of dough?
When she doesn't have a buck.
Ah! Damn it.
Dude, that's pretty terrible, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Well, the female deer would be a doe, so you could reverse it.
You were
say,
close. Yeah. You were along the line, dude.
Yeah, you could reverse it and say, when does a buck need money?
Yeah.
When he ain't got no dough. Oh, that's so much better. See, I'm making up dad jokes on the spot.
Oh yeah. That one's so much better. Got it. It's just the exact same joke.
They're both terrible. Let's just be honest, Mike. Let's just be honest.
Okay. All right. Yes, they're both terrible.
So, all right, we are now officially in the spoiler section because there's no Marvel Cinematic Universe tie-in because this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. So we don't need to do a tie-in. It's done. But, dude, how about that Harrison Ford? We're going to be able to tie movies with him in it for life. So,
yeah, no, Harrison Ford, that's going to be a good, nice key to lots of Marvel Cinematic movies. But, yeah, what did you think seeing him in an MCU movie, Matt? How'd you think he did? You know, he's getting up there in age.
He's my mom's age. He's literally 1 month older than my mom.
Wow.
My mom was born in May. Harrison Ford is born in April.
Wow. All right.
So it's pretty wild to see him doing all the stuff that he's doing because he's not a spring chicken. And, you know, my mom, she struggles quite a bit. She's all there upstairs, but her knees and her hips and her legs is just a fucking mess. And so I think, you know, there's reports that Harrison Ford was a diva on this film and he was just a real prick and everybody hated him and all this other crap. And I think he's earned it. He's allowed to be a little bit of a douche at 82 years old if that's what it is. But I've heard just the opposite too. I mean, I have a friend that has worked in the movie industry and he said Harrison Ford was one of the nicest guys he's ever worked with. So maybe he just was having an off month. Maybe he just really didn't want to do this movie at all. Maybe he wanted to see how far he could push it. Or maybe he just didn't want to be invited back. There might be many different things because fuck, he's 82. He's been in literally some of the biggest films of my life for me. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Clear and Present Danger. I mean, The Fugitive. Dude is fucking phenomenal. So he's earned retirement.
Yeah. Do you think he flies anymore after that, like crashing in the golf course?
Oh, hell no, dude. They took his license away. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they took his license away. No. After he crashed, I think for the second or third time, they were like, nope, that's it. Sorry, dude. You're out. Because there's very strict, even if you're a private pilot and you're only flying yourself, you still have to pass medical. And if you can't pass medical, dude, that's it. They pull your license. You're done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right, Matt. So, what else? What else you want to talk about on this film, Matt? What did you like about the story? What didn't you like about the story?
Well, all right, Mike. Let's dive into the spoilers. I thought it was odd that his head of defense is another Black Widow type, another female assassin type that did some time in the Red Room, which that's fine. But how many of them do we fucking need? We already have Yelena. We have my girl ScarJo, my future ex-wife.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so now we have a third who is made up just for the MCU. I don't think she is a character from the comics, not to my recognition. But again, I haven't read like all of them. There's hundreds of thousands of comic books out there. So
I don't know, dude. I guess we're just gonna get more failures. I don't know, dude. But
she's not a failure. She was a good character. It's just I don't know why we needed another character from the Red Room.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess.
Well, it starts cheapening Black Widow and the White Widow, which is what Yelena is.
Ah, okay, all right.
Yeah, it just starts cheapening it, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they got that movie coming out. What's it called?
Thunderbolts.
I'm sure you saw a trailer on this movie.
Thunderbolts comes out in May. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping it's really good. Thunderbolts is one of my favorite teams. It's very much in the vein of like Suicide Squad. It's kind of Marvel's Suicide Squad. And the reason why, well, now it's not the first Thunderbolts, but the second iteration of Thunderbolts in the comics is, the name of Ross, or president / general in this film, his nickname is Thunderbolt. And so when he forms a team, he calls them the Thunderbolts. And Red Hulk is the leader of the Thunderbolts. And so that was one of the questions I was going to ask, is they have not shown any Red Hulk in the Thunderbolts film. I'm wondering if Harrison Ford is going to be in that film. I doubt it. I think they would push it by now, but
yeah, you never know, man. Maybe that's what the surprise is. But
well, and I was hoping, did you stay all the way to the end of the after credits, I assume?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I was hoping they were going to tease that and that Red Hulk was going to be in the Thunderbolts, but they didn't. Now, super spoilers. They did tease basically the next phase, and I think it's going to be the next big Avengers movie. And it's one of the last more recent big Marvel events. It's called the Secret Wars. And what it is I believe they called the event Secret Wars. Fuck it. I don't know. Don't remind me. I'd have to look it up. But basically, in all the multiverses, what they did in the comics to get rid of the Ultimate Universe is they started having the universes collide, and they called them incursions, and the incursion point is Earth. And so that's how they eliminated the Ultimates universe and all the other universes in the Marvel comics. And so that's what they teased at the end of the film. And that's a big Avengers huge event that, they brought in the new Avengers and all these other people to try and figure it out. And basically it showed that our heroes were selfish and they didn't give a fuck about these other worlds, and go ahead and let them die as long as Earth 616 remains.
Ah, okay. All right. Well,
but anyways, that was the super after spoiler-y stuff.
Okay. Matt, what did you think about seeing Liv Tyler reemerge?
Oh, that was great. I know she did her voice in the film, and I wasn't sure if she was going to be coming back and making an appearance, and she did, and that was fantastic. I really hope she's in the next kind of big Hulk thing, because she is a big character. Super spoilers if you don't read the comic books, but Liv Tyler's character is the Red She-Hulk.
Ah, okay. All right, yeah. So, no, I thought it was just cool that she came back, because, man, the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk that she was in was like...
2008?
2008.
It was the second film of the MCU. The first one was technically Iron Man. Iron Man came out in like April or May. And then
May, I think.
The Incredible Hulk came out in like July.
I think it was August.
No, I think it was like June or July.
Yeah, it was in the summer too. It was in the summer, yeah.
But anyway, so what about this one too, Mike? Tim Blake Nelson came back as the leader. That's the name of the character, is the leader. Samuel Stearns, he was in The Incredible Hulk as well. He was the villain in that as well. Now, you're going to want to go back and rewatch that before you go and see this in the theaters. I'm going to go rewatch it as well just to remember it.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
well,
that got me onto another one talking about villains.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, I don't know. I enjoyed this. I liked Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson. Captain America now, the new Captain America. It's kind of continuing the show that was on Disney Plus.
Right. Yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Right.
Yeah. So it was cool to see him in this, and like he was kind of had like a sidekick and all that stuff, and that stuff was kind of fun.
And he's that character is going to be the new Falcon.
Yeah, I did like.
Again, that is from the comic books.
I did like how Captain America is like. There's a couple scenes where he's just kind of really torn with like being Captain America, but the toll it takes on him and how he has to like his like trying to be perfect all the time and all that stuff. It's like, dude, that would be really tough. It's like
one of the scenes I really, really liked, to touch on your point, Mike, was, again, super spoilers. We're in spoilers. The scene where Bucky Barnes finally makes his appearance.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam Wilson's kind of complaining about how he wishes he had the super serum, much like Bucky got and Captain America got, so that he didn't have to have this pain and do all this stuff, and he could be super strong and all this stuff. And then Bucky had a good point. He said, the reason why you're Captain America is because you don't have that. And I thought that was a great point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was. And then, it's just him reflecting on all the stuff. Like, it's like, man, it's just tough to do all this stuff. And like, he was getting beat down in this movie, like often.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like,
he was human.
Like, I liked seeing that. It's like, dang, man, that
Oh, especially the again, we are in spoilers. I keep warning that, but especially the end, the big battle with Captain America and Red Hulk. I mean, dude, Sam Wilson is just a normal dude, and he was going toe to toe against Red Hulk and not batting an eye. I mean, he was hurting like a motherfucker, but he still did it. And I was like, wow, that is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, the one guy came at him with some sort of metal and like, cut him all up. Like he's like constantly broken in this movie. Like,
and that's the thing, is they showed that he's human. I think that was the big point that Bucky was trying to make. Because Mike, I don't know if you know this, but in the comic books, Bucky Barnes is Captain America long before Falcon becomes Captain America. The Falcon being Captain America has actually happened within the past like 5 or 6 years. Bucky Barnes became Captain America in the 90s. And that was after Steve Rogers died the first time.
Oh, okay.
It's gotcha. Comics, dude. Comics. Everybody dies. Everybody comes back. It's just comics.
Okay. But I think they do that in soap operas too, but what do I know?
Yeah, well, dude, when literally you're writing and using the same characters since the 1950s, like, that's what people want. They want those characters, The new ones, there's a lot of new ones. They're okay, but they're not as badass as the originals. There's always going to be a Captain America. There's always going to be a Hulk. There's always going to be a Thor. You're always going to have those badass mofos. There's always going to be an Iron Man.
Gotcha. Okay.
So how about this one? This one is one that kind of upset me. Giancarlo Esposito as Sidewinder. What a waste.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his character seemed really cool, but not really in it hardly at all. Like,
Sidewinder is an awesome villain. He is an awesome villain. I think we will be seeing him again. They alluded to that in the film, that he will be getting out of prison at some point. but just what a waste of a phenomenal actor. What a waste of a character. That was probably one of my bigger disappointments of the film.
Yeah. No, he was great. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie because it was like, kind of interesting to see a bad guy essentially working completely from prison, playing like the ultra long game of
Yeah,
like
the leader.
The probability and all that stuff. Dude, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, he's a very, very interesting villain. And they're sticking very close to the stories in the comics of the leader and what all has gone on. And, you know, not just this film, but previous films, including the original Incredible Hulk. The only person they were missing from that was MODOK, which, whatever. We got such a horrible representation of MODOK in the MCU. But honestly, Mike, overall, I enjoyed this film. I don't understand why they think it's so bad and it's woke and all this bullshit. Sorry, but Falcon is black. Falcon is Captain America. That's not woke. He's been that character. He's done that shit for years. I hate it when they, it's woke and it's, no. Fuck you, dude. This is from the comics.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't even really know what woke is, so I guess I'm just ignorant. But
well, I'm just trying not to get too political about it, but I hate it when people say that shit. Oh, and that's why Captain America is so bad. No. I think this was a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It is a good movie. Am I going to go watch it a second time in the theaters? Probably not. It is award season. I want to watch the rest of the Academy Awards that nominated Best Picture films that we've missed. There's a lot. There's a lot, and we will be talking about that here coming up real soon, Mike, because, you know, that's what we're going to be reviewing next week. We're going to do some more catching up on our Best Picture nominee catch up, makeup, mashup. I don't know what the hell we're calling it. Something.
Yeah. Award season reviews. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Best Picture reviews. Something like that.
There's 10 of them. And I have watched at this point.
You're up to like 6, right?
5.
Oh, okay.
After this next week, I'll be up to 6.
Okay.
Yes, I'm at 5. And so, well, fuck it. We're talking about it. So in this film, I don't know what's going on. It's making headlines again for some weird fucking reason. I don't know. I don't care. I don't pay attention to that shit. I'm just in it to watch the movie, but we're going to watch the Netflix film Emilia Pérez. That'll be our review for next week, which is one of the Best Picture nominees.
Yeah, let's do it.
And so for me, that leaves Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, Wicked, and The Brutalist. And fuck me, dude. I cannot spend that long in the theater, man. The Brutalist is 3.5 hours long with an intermission. It's over 4 hours by the time you're done with it.
Yeah, dude, I think that one means the Brutalist on your bladder. Like, that's what, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
it's trying to murder your bladder.
Yeah. I mean, when you have to go to the fucking snack bar a second time, that's a problem for me. I can only afford so much.
Yeah. Those refills don't fill themselves.
I would like to do The Brutalist. I would like to watch it because everybody's saying it's going to win. It's going to win everything, especially my brother-in-law. But I want to get it on streaming because I'm going to need to go to the potty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 43-year-old man. I just said potty. Yes. 43?
I say potty all the time, dude.
Yeah, 43. Shit,
but,
I think I'm 43.
I got little kids.
I don't know. Mike, you turned 43 this year?
I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'm 43 already. Okay,
yeah,
got it. So, anyways, all right. Well, I think that's about it. I think we got everything covered. So, you know, one thing that I'll say is that this makes me very optimistic for the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward. We've had some really big-time stinkers that the Marvels or whatever was not very good at all. I thought that movie was crap. The Eternals were bad. We've had some really just stinky ass MCU movies, and I enjoyed this one. I really did. And I hope the Thunderbolts is going to be good. And then what's the third one we have this year? Do you remember?
The third one?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember what our third one is.
I don't remember, but it'll probably be in like Thanksgiving or Christmas, right?
Yeah, so Thunderbolts come out like I think
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Yeah, I almost said Labor Day. And then I think the third one comes out in November, like Thanksgiving, December. I just don't remember which one it is. But they were originally going to do like 6 MCU movies this year, but when they did that restructuring 2 years ago and killed a bunch of movies, this is the fallout. And I'm fine. I think 3 is fucking plenty for 1 year.
Yeah, three's probably about the max they should ever do.
Yeah, I think 3 in 1 year is the most they should do. But yeah, I don't remember what it is, but I think it's a smaller one, you know.
Okay.
But anyways, doesn't matter. So, all right, Mike. Well, how many reels do you give Captain America: Brave New World?
All right, man. I'm gonna give it 4 reels. Like I said, this is a serviceable. This is a fun time at the theater. You know, it's a good like movie that stands on its own. But of course, if you know more about MCU and comics and stuff, I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah. So 4 reels.
Wow, Mike, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. You got me by a full reel. I give it 3.
Oh, all right. That's fine, dude.
Yeah. And then since Ma Hinshaw's not here, I know what she gave it because we talked about it on the radio on Friday. Ma Hinshaw gives it 3.5 cookies, and we will be Flying Falcon cookies.
Oh, okay. Flying Falcon cookies.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. Well, next week, Emilia Pérez, and we will be back with another giveaway because I got another incredible giveaway for next week already. I'm not going to tell you what it is, so you're going to have to sit tight and enter that contest too. But yeah, Mike, anything else you want to add and then take us out of here?
No, just make sure to enter a contest. Tell us your the brand of the most expensive shoe you bought, and yeah, it was the brand and what else? The price. And email Mike at realfilmnerds.com. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next pod. Thanks for listening, everybody. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X or Twitter or whatever it's called. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.